Rude bikers mess with the wrong girl until Dwayne Johnson shows up. It was a bright, sunny afternoon in Los Angeles.
Before we dive into this incredible story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join our amazing community. Also, let us know where you're watching from in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
And the streets were packed with people going about their day. The sidewalks were filled with tourists, street vendors, and busy professionals rushing from one place to another. Among them was Emily Carter, walking leisurely down the boulevard, enjoying a rare day off. Emily, a confident and independent woman, wasn't just anyone. She was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's girlfriend. But she never flaunted it. She preferred her quiet life away from the spotlight, though today, fate had other plans for her. She was on her way to meet Dwayne for lunch at one of their favorite spots when she stopped at a street vendor selling fresh fruit. As she picked up a bottle of water and a small fruit cup, she suddenly heard the loud roar of motorcycle engines approaching from behind. A gang of 6 burly bikers pulled up to the curb, their motorcycles rumbling as they parked. They were big, loud, and full of arrogance, the kind of guys who thought they owned the streets. They laughed obnoxiously, pushing each other around, clearly trying to show off. Emily didn't pay them any attention. She had dealt with jerks like them before. Unfortunately, they had noticed her. One of them, a tall, muscular guy with a thick beard and a leather vest, nudged his friend. "Damn, look at her," he muttered. The others turned, their eyes locking onto Emily as she stood near the vendor, casually checking her phone. "She's a dime." Another one chuckled, adjusting his sunglasses. "Bet she's looking for some real men." Emily sighed as she felt their eyes on her. She had a zero interest in entertaining them, but she could already tell they weren't the type to take a hint. The leader of the group, a tattooed guy with a cocky smirk, strutted over to her. "Hey, sweetheart, you got a name?" Emily didn't even glance up. "Yeah, not interested." His friends erupted in laughter, but instead of backing off, the biker grinned. "Ooh, feisty. I like that." Emily clenched her jaw. "Not again." Another one of them, a lanky guy with greasy hair, stepped forward. "Come on, don't be like that. We're just trying to be friendly." Emily finally looked up, locking eyes with them. "I don't need friendly. I need you to get lost." The bikers chuckled, unfazed. The leader leaned in closer, his breath reeking of cigarettes. "Oh, come on, babe. We're just having a little fun." Emily's patience was wearing thin. She wasn't scared. She had been through worse, but dealing with a bunch of entitled men who couldn't take no for an answer, that was exhausting. Just as she opened her mouth to shut them down again, something changed. The sidewalk, once filled with casual pedestrians, suddenly got quiet. The vendor, who had been slicing fruit, stopped mid-cut. A group of tourists nearby whispered to one another, pointing behind the bikers. Emily noticed on the sudden shift in energy, and then she saw him, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. All 6 feet 5 inches, 260 pounds of pure muscle and dominance. He wasn't running. He didn't need to. He was simply walking. But with every step, his presence commanded attention. The air around him seemed to thicken. His black t-shirt stretched over his massive shoulders, his fists clenched at his sides. His eyes locked onto the bikers, and in an instant they knew. They had fucked up. The cocky leader, still oblivious to who was standing behind him, chuckled. "You should smile more, sweetheart." Before he could finish his sentence, a massive shadow loomed over him. The leader froze. His friends stopped laughing. The street vendor took a step back. "Emily?" She just crossed her arms and smirked. The leader turned his head, slowly. his breath catching as he realized who was standing inches behind him. His cocky grin evaporated. His face paled. Dwayne stared down at him, his jaw clenched. His voice, deep and calm, sent shivers down everyone's spine. "You got about 3 seconds to step away from her." Silence. The leader swallowed hard. Hey man, we were just..." Dwayne took a step forward. The biker stumbled backward. "I wasn't asking." The rest of the bikers shifted nervously. The onlookers watched, wide-eyed, waiting to see what would happen next. The leader laughed nervously. "Whoa, dude, no need to get worked up. We didn't know she was..." Dwayne's gaze darkened. "Didn't know she was what?" The biker hesitated. Your girl?" Dwayne tilted his head. "So if she wasn't my girl, this would be okay?" The leader stammered. No, man. We were just messing around, you know." Dwayne's lips curled into something between a smirk and a snarl. "Say sorry." The leader blinked. "What?" Dwayne took one more step. The ground beneath him almost shook. "I said, say sorry." The leader nodded frantically. He turned to Emily. I'm really sorry, ma'am." Emily raised an eyebrow, popping a piece of fruit into her mouth. "Uh-huh." Dwayne turned to the rest of the gang. "All of you, apologize. Then get the hell out of here." The other bikers tripped over themselves trying to apologize. One even knocked over his own motorcycle. In his rush to leave, by the time they sped off, the entire crowd was watching. Some had even pulled out their phones, recording the entire thing. Dwayne turned to Emily, his intense expression softening instantly. "You okay?" Emily smirked. "I was handling it. But I gotta say, watching them run was kind of fun." Dwayne chuckled, wrapping a protective arm around her shoulders. "Next time, maybe I should let you take them down yourself." Emily laughed. "Oh, please, you just wanted an excuse to intimidate someone." Dwayne grinned. "Maybe." As they walked off together, the street gradually returned to normal. People cheered, clapped, and whispered about what they had just witnessed. But for those bikers, they would never forget the day they messed with the wrong girl and met The Rock.
If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to help us bring more uplifting stories to life. Your support makes all the difference. Thank you for watching.